Alright, so I've got a really simple question where your answer doesn't need to go super in depth, okay? The question is pretty much simple, yes or no, and that is, do you think we will get the updated roadmap for the rest of 2021 and 2022 this month with what they are basically teasing to be the surprise, right? Yes or no, let me know in the comments below. I'm not talking about Spider-Man specifically because that's what we're going to be talking about later on in this video. I'm just talking about the overall roadmap in the sense of what we are expecting over the next couple of months and then basically, I guess, early 2022. Let me know in the comment section below right now. So, diving into this video, of course a whole bunch has been going on, right? Since we've seen the gameplay, since yesterday's video as well. By the way, if you didn't see that, it has now been confirmed that the T'Challa skin is actually a playable option. And there was a whole bunch of other stuff that was revealed regarding the Black Panther DLC on the dev livestream. So if you didn't see that video, there'll be a card on screen or check it out in the description after this video. Now that alone has got so many people talking, right? Because right now it's the 1st of August. It's basically Wakanda month, right? We know we have 17 days left until we get this DLC. We've just had the free weekend, which by the way was posted on the official Avengers Twitter account that said it's the last full day of all access weekend for Marvel's Avengers. Get those missions in and heroes leveled before time runs out. Now we know that's a big thing in general, right? On top of that, if you haven't actually logged in yet, just by logging into this all access weekend will get you 5,000 fragments, 1,000 plasma, 1,000 nanites, 1,000 nanotubes, 1,000 catalysts, 1,000 units, 600 upgrade modules, 500 uru, whatever you guys want to call that, and 250 polychoron. Now, here's the thing, right? Even if you don't play, like, genuinely just log in because it's a no-brainer. Now, here's the scenario. With this free weekend, it's got a whole bunch of attention on the game. Like, so many people have just run into the doors to play this game. Is that a good and bad thing? Yes and no. First of all, let me talk about the Steam numbers. So, this was the other day, which looks really, really good for this game, alright? We're talking like a 28,000 all-time peak, which we know in general, but like a 10,000 24-hour peak, and you'll see that number just skyrocket, okay? That's the good element on what this is going down with the game, because of course you can only imagine what those console numbers are like, right? Unfortunately, that's technically what you can't really get public access to, but nonetheless it gives you a better idea. A lot of people are saying, well, these numbers are just going to completely plummet down after this free weekend, and sure, I mean, that's a no-brainer, it's definitely going to happen, but we also know the game's going to be like 40% off, right? So at the same time, if people did enjoy it and are looking forward to the Black Panther DLC, which now they know what to expect and see in gameplay of, then again it's a no-brainer that you're going to go ahead and purchase the game. So it'll be really interesting to see those numbers specifically. But what I really want to talk about in the core of this video is this Spider-Man DLC, because we are getting our War Table deep dive on this Black Panther DLC a day before the DLC release date. So we're getting that deep dive video on the 16th of August, and then the DLC is going to be dropping on the 17th. Why is this the case? Because usually you do not get the deep dive videos a day before, usually it's like a week before, right? Now, I have a very, I guess, good idea that this has been strategically done. Just like this whole weekend has been strategically done, just as the same way the whole PlayStation Now situation was strategically done. Everything has a reason behind it, and I have a very strong feeling that we're basically going to be seeing the Spider-Man DLC announcement released in this deep dive video. Now, this is my own personal speculation, okay? This is being backed up by no actual real evidence, but just speculation again, and it all makes sense. because we know so many eyes are in the game right now. Had they have gone and, well, let's just relate back to the whole free weekend scenario, that's already brought a ton of people in. What did they do at the same time before the free weekend? They went ahead and dropped some Black Panther DLC gameplay, just snippets, right? We didn't see any of that stuff before. So that day had so many people talking, and then coincidentally the next game was a free-to-play day, well, weekend, right? Where you could just jump into the game and really get your hands into it, right? And get a gist for it. Now, it's not the only time they've done this where everything's strategically done. It makes sense. So my whole theory right here is the fact that we're getting the deep dive literally a day before the Black Panther DLC, because there's going to be a big build up now, right? Tomorrow is Monday, or when you're watching this video is Monday in general, so this week is going to be a build up for the Black Panther DLC. We're going to be getting loads of stuff via Twitter, whether it be teasers, official images, or even more snippets of gameplay. We're then going to get that deep dive video, and that is where they're going to go ahead and utilize that opportunity to reveal SpiderMan's DLC. Now, whether or not it's going to be a very, very short trailer or just another kind of like teaser with a similar way they done with the Black Panther DLC, except it's got a release date or maybe a release window, that's going to be smart to do, because now a lot of people are talking about the SpiderMan DLC, a lot of people are talking about the Black Panther DLC, the game's going to be super cheap in general, and then coincidentally the next day the Black Panther DLC is out. Do you see what I'm doing here, right? It all makes sense. It's like they're trying to say, hey, just give us another chance, and the way they're doing that is by making the game free to play and doing all of these events to just draw as many players in as possible, and when they have the eyes on the game, that's when they go ahead and drop something relevant. Now, like I said at the start of the video, do you think we're going to get an updated roadmap this month? If you answered yes, or if you answered no, everyone has their own opinion of course, but for me, it's yes. And the reason why I believe that is because they've already teased that this month in the deep dive video specifically, I believe they said that they have something else very exciting as well. Now, we already know we're due for another roadmap, right? Black Panther is the last technically in this roadmap, and as a result, we're talking an August release date, right? Then September, October, November, December, basically 4 more months, sorry, right? And we know that the whole theory with the SpiderMan DLC is set around the same time when the film will drop. It only makes sense for them to drop the roadmap, or at least tease a part of it, which is why I said the Spider-Man reveal as a whole. Now again, even if they do drop the roadmap, it'd probably be in a very similar structure like they did last time, where you just basically see the images on screen, like you don't actually get the raw dates, it's just basically the categories, so like, I don't know, September, October, November, December, etc, etc, and then it just gives you like a teaser of what's going to be going down in those months, as opposed to the dates. Usually they're just TBC, right, which is to be confirmed. So let me know your thoughts on this stuff in the comments below. I think this is going to be a very, very important month. The numbers are already showing that. Some people will say those numbers aren't good still enough for a AAA game. Sure, I guess, right, but the game's had an incredibly rocky road up until where we are right now, and a whole bunch has changed, right? So with that in mind, I think we're really, really heading towards possibly the biggest month of this game since launch, and in fact probably bigger than the launch, because even at the launch a lot of people were still 50-50 and on the sidelines, but now we're talking a Black Panther DLC, right? Complete different ball game, complete different story element in the game, and it can be built upon, right? So many layers to that. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, check out the previous video and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.